Sir, I rise to move that the bill to provide for the preventive and control of the spread of human
No. Minister, no, don't look there. You proceed. Only 2 hours we are having.
virus and acquired immune deficiency syndrome, and for the protection of human rights of persons affected by the said virus and syndrome, and matters of connected therewith or incidental thereto be taken into consideration. Sir, this HIV bill, which was introduced in Rajya Sabha in February 11, 2014, had a very exhaustive consultation process through which this bill has come into for consideration to the Rajya Sabha. Initially, 29 ministries were consulted and 21 departments were consulted. Then it was placed before the Rajya Sabha, it went to the standing committee, and after standing committee it went to the group of ministers, and after that it came to the Lok Sabha, and now it is in the Rajya Sabha. Sir, the bill provides the provisions to strengthen the hands of people who are working to control the HIV infection, and to give them powers to see to it that they are able to curb this virus and this disease in the most effective manner. It also empowers the people living with HIV infection, and trying to give them powers in the sense that it gives the legislative backing to the people living with HIV infection. It is people-centric and the people living with HIV-centric legislation which has come for our consideration. It addresses the first issue of stigma and discrimination. Discrimination in case of education, discrimination in case of employment, discrimination in case of giving health facility, discrimination of utilizing the public facilities, and discrimination in inheriting the property and the property rights, and to hold any public office also. So initially this was provided in the guidelines, but now after passing of this bill, we will have the legislative sanctity and the legislative support to see to it that no discrimination is done. Another thing is that it prohibits the hatred, the feeling of hatred against the HIV patients, physical assault or any physical violence against them, and it has the provision of penalty. Those people who do such things will be penalized under the IPC. This provision has been also added into it. It gives an environment where this becomes the responsibility of the central government and the state government to provide them the medical facility, and to provide them counseling, provide them basic medical facilities, testing facilities, lab facilities, and the treatment of the drugs part, the diagnostic part. All those things have to be taken into consideration. We have to take it gives the provision where we have to introduce the procedures so that we reduce the disease burden. And for that also we are working, and we are trying to see to it that this part is taken care of. It safeguards the interest of the people living with HIV. First of all, the testing will be done only with an informed consent. This provision has been added. We have to keep the confidentiality. The confidentiality has to be kept in case of court proceedings, in our official programs, and also to safeguard the affected children from on the issue of property also. So these are the things which it provides, which it prevents. Along with this, it has the penalty, it has the provision of giving the environment in the workplace, may it be workplace of the health institution, where we have to be we have to follow the stringent policies so that the infection does not carry to the person who are working in the health institutions or health facility. And we also have to give an environment to the people who are working with people living with HIV in any of the organizations, so that no discrimination is done against them. These are the basic provisions which has been done and which have been taken care. We have to also strengthen the system of redressal, and for that every state will have one or two ombudsmen who is going to redress, and it will be time-bound redressal which will be done to the people who are living with HIV, and if anything or any type of redressal, any type of complaint is there, so that redressal part is also taken care. These are the salient features which has been enunciated in this program. I would also like to share with my colleagues that the suggestions which came from the standing committee, they have been taken care of, and the suggestions which came from the group of ministers, they have also been taken care of. Practically every suggestion has been accepted. Our national AIDS control program has been pretty successful, and in the past we can say that the infections have dropped to the tune of 67%, when the global average is 34% of dropping, 35%, whereas in India we have been able to, the infection has dropped to 67%. This is one thing which I would like to say. And the death has declined from 54%, has declined by 54%, as well as the global decline is 41%. So as far as the global decline is concerned, we are faster than them, and we are trying to make this program a successful program. By this legislation, we will give them a legal sanctity. Till today, we have been giving these, providing or empowering the people living with HIV through guidelines, but there is no legal sanctity. After this bill is passed, there is a legal sanctity, there is legislative provision which has been provided, and there are penalties which have been, and penalties to the tune of imprisonment, penalties to the tune of penalties for imprisonment also, and penalties also a fine of 1 lakh rupees. So to the tune of 1 lakh rupees. So these are the provisions which we have done. Redressal system has been made more, has been strengthened. I hope because this bill, sir, has gone through very wide consultations. 11 suggestions have been recommended by the standing committee. 10 suggestions have been accepted. One suggestion was about that the ombudsman should give the relief within 15 days. That we have kept for 30 days, which we said 30 days in case he is not able to give because of the pressure or other things. We have given it 30 days. So one suggestion we have not been able to accept. Rest, all suggestions have been accepted. So the sense of the standing committee has been taken into consideration, and the bill is now here for discussion.